How Jimmy Butler broke the Milwaukee Bucks. The Miami Heat, yes, the underdogs, just pulled off the wildest upset in NBA history. And I mean, seriously, jaws hit the floor and heads were spinning. It was epic. The Milwaukee Bucks were getting all the love, hailed as the big shots and favourites for the championship. They strutted into the postseason with some impressive win streaks under their belt, plus Giannis, the MVP finalist, was tearing it up once again. But here's the thing nobody saw coming. Nobody took into account the sheer basketball wizardry that was about to unfold. Jimmy Butler, the man who decided he was going to turn the playoffs into his own personal playground, and boy did he deliver. I'm talking about one of the greatest playoff series performances we've ever witnessed. I'm not even exaggerating, Jimmy went all out, averaging a mind-boggling 37.6 points, snatching 6 rebounds, dishing out 4.6 assists, and stealing the ball 1.8 times per game. I mean, that's just nuts. Jimmy, the sneaky little devil, decided he was tired of shooting a measly 35% from beyond the arc during the regular season. So what did he do? He pulls a rabbit out of his hat and starts draining shots like it's nobody business. A whopping 44.4% from 3-point land, folks. On top of that, he ups his attempts to 5.4 per game. I mean, come on. It's like he discovered some magical basketball fairy dust or something. But hold up, it doesn't stop there. The whole Miami Heat squad caught fire too. It wasn't just Jimmy hogging the shooting skills, nope. Their entire roster suddenly turned into sharpshooters. It was like they found a secret stash of luck hidden behind the backboard, or maybe they made a deal with the basketball gods. Who knows? All I can say is it was an unprecedented leap in efficiency, and it left us all scratching our heads in awe. These guys went from being the 4th worst 3-point shooting team in NBA to leading the playoffs in 3-point percentages. It's like they discovered a secret potion or something. First things first, we gotta discuss this thing called drop coverage. The Bucks had a habit of defending pick and rolls with Brook Lopez. Using this strategy, well, guess what? It backfired big time against Miami. It was like giving a Heat a VIP ticket to uncontested space and saying, hey, go ahead and shoot from the mid-range, guys. Miami not only exploited the drop coverage for open mid-range shots, but they also turned into wide-open threes. They took advantage of the situation like a boss. Take a look at this play, my friend. Kevin Love sets the screen, and our main Jimmy takes a dribble before picking it up. And what does Drew, the defender, do? He decides to go under the screen, even though Jimmy had been raining threes all series long. Seriously, Drew, what were you thinking? Drew is probably thinking, okay, I can't let them score an easy 3-pointer, but guess what? Jimmy doesn't waste a second and makes him pay for it. Gabe, Vincent and Duncan Robinson, oh boy, they totally took advantage of the defense by using screens and pick and rolls to get open looks. They were like drop coverage? Nah, not today. They were nailing shots beyond the arc and in the mid-range. Speaking of Duncan Robinson, this guy was on fire. He shot a ridiculous 74% from 3 throughout the whole series. Can you believe it? He played all 5 games, got 20 minutes a night, and attempted 4 threes per game. It was next level shooting. You know, the whole idea behind drop coverage is that you accept teams shooting poorly from mid-range, assuming they won't go crazy from 3-point land. But guess what? The Bucks underestimated the Miami Heat. The Heat shot an insane 49.2% from mid-range and 45% from 3-point range. That's way above average efficiency in both areas, and when it comes to pick and rolls, the ball handlers were shooting a whopping 41.3% from 3. At some point, the Bucks should have realized that dropping wasn't working, but they just kept on doing it, and Miami took full advantage, lighting them up like a Christmas tree. Now let's talk about Bam Adebayo for a sec. Sure, he may not have been scoring like crazy on the offense end, but let me tell you what he did on the defensive against Giannis in the 4th quarter of Game 5. He straight up denied Giannis of any chance of getting into the paint. Every time Giannis tried to go up for a shot, Bam had his hands up saying nope, not today. Bam was like a pesky fly buzzing around, messing with Giannis' shots. I bet it really took a toll on Giannis' confidence in attacking the rim. I mean, did you see him struggling at the 3-throw line in Game 5? It was like he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. So instead of risking the contact and going for those inside points, he just settled for mid-range shots. But let me tell you, there was this one play that had me on the edge of my seat. It was like a defensive magic trick. The Bucks were trying sneaky corner picks and rolls between Giannis and Drew. Bam! Being the defensive magician he is, was guarding them both, and guess what? Bam rises up like he's auditioning for the NBA Slam Dunk contest and tips the lob pass away. It bounces right off Giannis and out of bounds. Now Bam had his struggles on offense during the series, no doubt about it, but when it mattered most he came through. The guy hit some clutch mid-range shots and played lockdown defense on Giannis. Without Bam's defensive wizardry, the Heat may not have wrapped it up in just 5 games. He was like the unsung hero of the series. Of course, we can't talk about this series without mentioning Jimmy Butler. That dude turned into prime Michael Jordan or something. I mean, when Jimmy decides he's going to win a game, or in this case, the entire series, there's not much you can do about it. And he did it against Jrue Holiday, who's supposed to be a defensive beast. The Bucks had a great defense all season, but Jimmy made them look like a bunch of confused amateurs. The Heat had a way of outsmarting the Bucks at every turn. They were like chess grandmasters, constantly driving and kicking to manipulate Milwaukee's defense. They were creating mismatches left and right, with Kevin Love driving on Lopez, forcing Portis to help and opening up Martin on the wing. It was like they had the Bucks dancing to their tune, and let's not forget about their love affair with drop coverage. The Heat was feasting on it all night long. Lopez was playing it like he was glued to the screen, but that just left poor Holiday hanging out to dry. It was an easy pass to the corner and boom, another open 3-pointer. Robinson comes screaming onto the scene, setting up a perfect screen for Lowry to make his move. It's like poetry in motion, with Robinson getting a flare screen from none other than Kevin Love. Lowry works his magic, slinging the ball to Bam, who initiates a dynamic dance with Robinson in the form of DH-Ho. That's dribble handoff for those not in the know. The defense tries to trap Robinson, but he splits the pass to Bam on the short roll like a ninja, dodging shurikens. Giannis, the defensive beast, rotates onto Bam, thinking he's got it all figured out. But wait for it. Bam casually pitches the ball out to Love for an easy shot, leaving Giannis scratching his head like, did that really just happen? The Miami Heat aren't done showing off their moves. Oh no. They keep running an offense specifically designed to punish the opposing team's drop defense. The Heat load up in the corner using Bam as their secret weapon. Spruce and Love set double screens for Jimmy, who make a baseline cut that would make any ballet dancer proud. Running the offense through Bam actually serves a sneaky purpose. It lures Brook Lopez out of the paint, opening up the floor for some off-ball actions. And the party keeps going. Bam takes the reins once again, with Love setting a down screen for Jimmy to curl towards the paint. He gets the pass and nails a floater over Jrue Holiday. It's like he's been playing a video game in cheat mode. But hold on to your soda cups, because the Heat isn't done dazzling us yet. They kick it up a notch with a down screen from Love, followed by a ghost flare from Jimmy. It's like they're cooking up a mystical brew of basketball brilliance. Then they serve up a juicy pick and roll between Jimmy and Bam, and when the Bucks try to trap it, Jimmy finds himself in an empty paint to cash in and get that sweet and one. And that's been it for us, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more content like this. Let us meet again in the next video. Peace.